Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. It's really lovely to have you here. We're going to be doing a weekly card reading for Gemini, and this is for the 1st through to the 7th of June. If you are new to my channel, a very warm welcome, and if you're back, then it's great to have you here as well. You know that I do both weekly and monthly readings. The June monthly reads are already posted on my channel. The weekly reads, of course, they're general readings, and so it won't resonate with everyone. So please only take what fits your situation, don't force anything. If you'd like a private reading, you're very welcome to contact me. My details are in the description box below. If you're curious about the cards that I use for the readings, there's information there as well. So if you are enjoying the card readings, they are helpful to you, you are receiving the spiritual guidance in your life, then let me know. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and certainly subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the little notification bell. That way you are sure to get notification every time I post or upload videos to my channel. All right, Gemini, let's get started to see what is in store for you for the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. Gemini, we're going to do your reading for the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. Spirit, we ask you for your guidance for Gemini with the events that are unfolding and the energies surrounding, how we can best move through what is happening in the world of Gemini. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. So, in the week of the 1st through the 7th of June, it goes off to a really great start. We've got the Star card, which is wishes fulfilled. You coming into your recognition of your own energy, Gemini, and really aligning with your purpose and getting clarity around what it is that you're here to do and what fulfills you and your contribution to the world. And learning how to balance the energies and learning how to bring the best of you forward in order to live your best life. The Star card lets us know that everything is aligning for you and that your dreams will be fulfilled as you come into alignment with your purpose. We have the Knight of Wands card here, so that's the Star card. The Knight of Wands card appears, which means that there's an energy moving towards you where someone is wanting to take action and engage with you in terms of interacting with you. We will see how that unfolds. The energy could be more than one person actually too. So there's action taking place, and opportunities are coming to you. Movement is happening in your life as a result of your focus on your purpose. Gemini, you are also taking action with regards to the purpose in your life. And this is followed by the Sun card, which means you are doing exactly that. You're living from your higher self. You're expanding, your energy is expanding, your perspective is expanding, and you are seeing things from a greater perspective, which means that you are tuned into your higher self, your soul, your purpose. This is beautiful, and this is creating opportunities as your energy is opening and vibrationally it is higher. You are attracting choices in that are coming towards you, opportunities, and you're seeing how these can potentially create abundance in your life and be fruitful for you. So you're taking care of what it is that you need to do, what it is that you have, in order to make sure that your current resources will grow in the future. So you're looking at what it is that you have now, what it is that you need to build on, what things you need to do to ensure this continues to grow, and so that you will experience in the future abundance and sustainability in your life, which is beautiful. So you get off to a really good start. And then we have the Tower card, which indicates that a change happens. Some news comes in and there's a change, or perhaps a change of plans, a change to what you're expecting. So let's have a few more cards to see if we can get some clarity around what this change is that comes into your life. Gemini. So we have the Ten of Swords. So something occurs that is an ending. It's an ending to a situation, a current situation, which becomes an open portal for new beginnings. The Spirit is letting us know that there is a beautiful opportunity awaiting you, which you need to choose your pathway, your direction. So look, for anybody who experiences sudden change, it can be a little painful and uncomfortable. However, as I was sort of explaining in another reading, that when these things happen, they're opportunities for us to be able to see them as a catalyst to provide us, to put us in the best place to move forward that serves our highest good and our purpose. So the Ten of Swords is like, oh, well, I'm really done with this, done with that. It's a recognition in yourself. I feel that this time, rather than it being something that is external to you, it's something that you've recognized in yourself that you're finished with, and you've made a decision to finish with a situation that's no longer serving you. When we get to that stage of Ten of Swords, it's like, okay, I've had enough. This is not in my highest interests, and it's time for me to move on. And when you make that decision for yourself, Gemini, you're able to experience or open the doorway to Nine of Pentacles, which is beautiful abundance in your life, and to be in that energy and that space that best serves you, where you're learning and growing and being your true self, loving your life, connected with spirit, connected with all of the things that you're passionate about. And this leads to the Ten of Cups in your life. It leads to a real sense of happiness and fulfillment, contribution, connection with others. It's really beautiful energy. So, life delivers us opportunities to learn and grow. No one said that we're here to have a smooth ride all of the way. And that's what happens when we're going through change. But always realizing that we get a chance to step up. We get a chance to realign, course correct, and go the pathway that best suits us. And so now you're really examining your pathway. And this time I feel that the choice is not so hard, that this time you are a little bit clearer about the choice and what pathway to take. We're always going to have a choice in life. We always are presented with options in life. And it's not that one option is necessarily better or worse than another. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's just about making the decision so that we're no longer procrastinating. The moment we make the decision, we get to move forward and we can get on with things. And I feel like that's what you're going to be doing, Gemini, because we have the Ace of Wands. This is very definite action, definite decision. I'm not sure if this energy is also the energy of someone else who's stepping into the picture in terms of intention. But certainly I feel that it does involve your intention, it's like I'm surprised we don't have the Knight of, we do have the Knight of Wands, there it is. So this is like an opportunity to act now, to take up an opportunity and to be very decisive about it. And it requires a lot of your energy and focus. Very interesting. Let's see how things progress, Gemini. It's, self-empowering when we make a decision, even if the decision is a difficult one, to refocus our energy and our attention on what serves us best. So, even if at first the universe may create the change or something external happens, the way we respond to it, our decision to move on, is up to us and within our control. We have the Six of Raphael. There's an opportunity. You go into a space of remembering, healing, feeling connected with your inner child, maybe even connecting with family and children, and reconnecting with relationships from the past. There's an aspect of children here, and children have beautiful, free, healing energy too. And so this is going to be part of the mix of your week for the 1st to the 7th of June. We then have the Queen of Ariel card, which this energy is all about being happy, compassionate, nurturing yourself and those who in your world, those you love. And you're feeling this love within yourself, you're feeling this love and compassion for others. And you just have this beautiful energy about you, Gemini, where you just can make things seem beautiful, seem loving, seem peaceful. And you're bringing the best of yourself. You're coming from a heart space, from your higher self. You're sharing your wisdom, and you're in a really lovely space. So despite the disruption, the initial disruption of how you're feeling, and this, change that sort of shifted your energy, it's almost like you needed to have this snap, to snap your attention out of where you were, to get you to refocus your attention. And I feel that's what you're doing. I'm not feeling that the Tower energy is, drastic. I'm feeling, yes, it's kind of woken you up, like when you trip over and you go, man, what just happened? I feel it's that kind of energy, and that it's waking you up to go, you know what, you need to just get on board here. You need Spirit saying, wakey, wakey, get on board. You've got things to focus on that are aligned with your purpose, Gemini, and you've got amazing things ahead of you. Get cracking, fire up, get that fire in the belly and just get going. I was going to swear then. What's come over me? Okay. We've got this, there you go. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for every possibility or any possibility. Stay determined. It's the fire in your belly that I just said. 9 of Gabriel. So it's like the picture is preparing the land for the harvest. So in order to have that harvest, get on with the things that you need to do. Get focused, get organized, and love the journey. I mean, this farmer is loving what he does. He knows what he's headed towards. So this is your energy, and Spirit is constantly with you, overseeing you, guiding you, preparing the way with you. How beautiful is that? You're feeling very connected to your environment at the moment, Gemini, and that's helping you to connect in with your spirituality and your soul purpose, which is beautiful. Yes, you're going through quite significant spiritual growth at the moment. We have the Epiphany card. You are destined to be a light to others, and clarity comes to you, and spiritual guidance comes through to you via meditation. So we have the Epiphany card here. Give yourself this opportunity always as a regular part of your daily practice or who you are. Incorporate stillness into your life so that you receive clarity, so that you receive the spiritual guidance. You are influential in your world, and you're here to not only grow for yourself but also to share that with others, to be a light for others. So let's take a look what the Angel Tarot deck can share with us for the week of the 1st to the 7th of June. So it's really about refocusing for you on your purpose, being in a beautiful, loving energy, knowing that you're here to contribute and be a light for others. You are on a beautiful pathway. You're on the right pathway. Sometimes we just need to be reminded of that, that's all. But you have fire in your belly. There is an energy coming towards you. It'll be interesting to see what that energy is. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Ten of Water. Ten of Water is similar to the Ten of Cups. All of your emotional material needs are being met. You have trustworthy relationships. You're connected, surrounded by beautiful energy. You're really feeling quite abundant and in a loving space in your life at the moment. It's the same as the Ten of Cups, so we've got both those cards coming out here. Thank you, Spirit. Feeling quite connected with family. There's emphasis around family, children, loving energy that you're sharing with others. Nine of Pentacles here. There's a lot of connection with family, and you're very much in a loving space at the moment. There's a significant life event. You're going through a significant time in your life, in your soul journey at the moment, Gemini. And you're having a powerful revelation or revelations that are leading to change in your life. There's a transformation happening. And this is very much a time for you to spread your wings. So just recognize that the changes that are happening in your world, and you know, this tower thing, that comes and that goes pretty quickly. It's like, oh, bam. And then you go, right, I need to refocus. Because you're experiencing a new cycle, a new experience in your life that's going to put you on track for where you now need to be, okay? So you're now meant to be focusing elsewhere and moving on. You're moving on, which is what we do in life. You know, we go through periods of time where we need to focus on different things in our life, and you know, this previous part of your journey is done. You're now ready to move on to the next part of your soul journey, which is why you're here. So all of these cards are just confirming that. We've got the Good Tarot deck here. The Nine of Fire. Oh, there's just this really magical feeling about this, that you really have the ability to make things happen. I love this card, the Nine of Fire. You see, you feel, you know, it's like you're bringing things to life. It's like, it's got the feeling of a magician. It's not the magician card, but that's what it feels like, that you're creating, and it feels really amazing. I'm looking for my book. Looking for my book. Where are you? Here we go. Nine of Fire. Gemini. What's going on? Nine of Fire. Clarity, inner clarity, is really important when we're on the journey of transformation. And sometimes we need to pause to see what we need to see and to allow insights to come to us. So if there is a moment of uncertainty as to the next steps, then just use that as an opportunity to say to yourself, right, it's time to pause. What is my inner wisdom telling me before you take the next step? So it's always good to look to see if the path that's being offered to you is the right path for you. So, I mean, it's interesting that that should come up when we've got this here, you know, this opportunity to choose your pathway. So, fair enough. If there is a moment of uncertainty and you're just pausing to take a breath, just ask yourself, what is my higher self telling me? What do I need to be aware of before I take the next step? There's, again, learning to be discerning and learning to trust our our inner wisdom is an important part of our growth and our transformation. Check in with yourself. Does it feel right? Does it serve your highest good and your purpose? We have the 5 of air. It's again about change and being attuned to what Spirit is telling you. So the 5 of air. We've got, notice all of the birds here, which that represents a lot of communication. Sometimes it's conflicting communication. So there's a little bit of flutter around you, conflict maybe, or an opportunity for you to go to step back and say, okay, what are my true intentions? And sometimes we need to step away from the fray in order to get clear. It's really important that when you make decisions that you have integrity around your decisions. And what that means is that you are respecting who you are and you're being true to yourself. That, when you make a decision, just if you're feeling a moment of uncertainty before you make that decision, rather than give in to the influence of others, if it really is not sitting quite well, just go, you know what, I just need to take a moment to think about what's the best thing for me right now. And putting yourself first in this instance is really, or in any instance, is really important. And you're developing that skill, Gemini. Other people will always have different ways of thinking. The air card is about communication. And they will not always be in agreement with you. They will have their own perspective on life because they have a different journey, and therefore their focus and what's meaningful to them will be different to you. The most important thing is that you are able to be in flow with yourself and still be able to acknowledge that other people are coming from a different space. Live and let live is what you're being guided to do. And it's okay if others feel differently or see differently or believe differently. It truly is okay. Let's see what the Quantum Tarot deck has to offer in terms of things that are coming up for you. It's interesting, when we go through change and transformation, having the courage to be ourselves is always going to be a part of that journey. And over time, we develop the ability to say no to others and yes to ourselves. And that is part of the journey here. And recognizing that when your intuition is speaking to you, your higher self, stop and pause, listen to the nudge, and that will give you an opportunity to check in and reevaluate, Hidden motivations. Does someone in your life have hidden motivations, someone that is approaching you? It's come after this card of 5 of air, where we know that there's a differing of opinions and people have different perspectives. And so, hidden motivations may indicate that someone else's reasons for doing something is very different to yours, and it's not being completely revealed. So I feel like that's a flag, and that's something that you need to be aware of, and that despite what feels, what is presented to you on the outside, it may not necessarily represent the true reason why somebody is doing something. So I feel that that's sort of like a heads up for you, Gemini. Again, it's all about stretching the muscle, testing you in terms of your ability to recognize the difference between your motivations and energy and someone else's. As you clarify for yourself this change that you're going through and committing to your purpose and your journey in life. The healing light. beautiful healing energy around you. You know, I feel that, you know, as you're going through this transformation, Spirit is really walking with you. Spirit is walking with you, guiding you through this process. And it gives you clarity in the way forward. And when we trust in that, it becomes our guiding light. It becomes the way. So whenever we have any doubt or confusion, we go within to connect with that beautiful healing light. This is a time of great personal blessings for you, Gemini. Loving spirits are ready to bring their healing energy to you at this time. If you have a physical condition that you seek to remedy, meditate on the part of the body involved and allow Spirit to bring divine light there. You can use all the tools at your disposal. Traditional medicine, metaphysical, generate the healing that you long for so that you can be conscious and intuitive in all of your self-healing. And Gemini, we are all able to create self-healing. But when we work with Spirit and we ask for that healing energy, we magnify it. If it's mental or emotional healing that you're dealing with or needing, call for the angels to fill your mind and your heart with their healing love. Meditate on the light within and around you and ask for guidance and healing. Really beautiful. So if you're in that space of needing mental, emotional or physical healing, then Spirit's saying that they are there, ready and waiting to provide that healing for you. All you have to do is ask, which is beautiful. Let's pull a card or two from the Magdalene deck. Thank you, Spirit, for your loving guidance during this week of the 1st to the 7th of June. Oh gosh, and I did omit to say happy birthday to our Geminis for this month, which is the end of May through to June, your birthday month. So you deserve this beautiful healing and the abundance in your life. Really nurture yourself. Enjoy bringing that beautiful, loving energy to yourself. Eternal embrace, war and peace, family. It's a mixture of things here. Let's take a look at the eternal embrace card here. Everything in this universe consists of complementary energies, opposites. And, you know, I feel that Spirit is just helping you to remember there's no point in expecting everyone to be like yourself, Gemini. We need to have the contrasts in life, and it's an important part of our soul growth when we are in the presence of those who are different to us. When we can accept this, we will be able to embrace our own truth and avoid disappointment in our life. Every time we identify a quality in another person that we don't like, it's quite likely that that same quality is also within us. If we can't see that quality within us that we don't like in the other person, it may be that we've repressed that quality. Something to think about. We can't have one without the other. It's a bit like the night and day, you know, the positive and the negative, the strong and the weak, the peaceful and the aggressive. We have the opposites within us all the time. We may not give attention to it, but it's always there. You know, we we can't have happiness without sadness, because how would we know what happiness is? You know, we can't always be calm and know what calm is if we don't know what anger is. You know, the feminine energy in us. The opposite of that is the masculine energy. So this card really does ask us to embrace the opposites in our life and to accept all sides of the coin, all qualities in us and in others. Interesting. So that may be something that's coming up during the week, that you are focused on perhaps the qualities of someone else and going, gosh, I don't know if I can really resonate with that. But rather than make it about the other person, where is that quality within you? Where is that trait or characteristic in you? How do you express that? How do you repress it? So use it as an opportunity to become self-aware. Excuse me. We have the family card, which I'm not surprised. You're here on this earth for a reason, Gemini. You know, there's a purpose for you being here and for everything that you've been experiencing up until recently. In terms of our family, perhaps you believe that everybody should get along and always be nice to one another, but we all know in reality that's just not the case. Perhaps we'd like to believe that some families have it all perfectly sorted out and there's harmony. But I feel that the reality is that we all experience similar dynamics, the ups and downs of life. Not everybody is going to be getting along at the same time or see another person's perspective. So our family is where we learn so much. It's where we have our soul growth. It's the vehicle, it's the landscape of where we get to test the waters of contrasts, how people are different to the way we are. If you can see your family in this way rather than judging them, it will help you to understand yourself better. Yeah, again, it's also again pointing to understanding the opposites in life, like the previous card. You know, with every positive there's a negative, with every negative there's a positive. I'm just reading from the book here. When it comes to love in our life, it comes in many forms, Gemini. Perhaps not always in the way we expect it. And it may be that you need to spend a little bit of time to reflect on this and to let go of resentment that you may have towards any family members, and to appreciate that their life experience and where they're coming from is different to yours, and it's enabling them to have their soul journey. You don't need to make your perspectives and your journey someone else's. I really feel that, you know, our family is where we get to be tested. We get to experience the contrasts that we need to have in life. And if you don't have direct family around you, it'll be those that feel like your immediate family, that are there to help you safely test the waters of your own soul growth. And I think that's really important for some of these Geminis that are watching, is recognizing, have patience with family and see that it's not really about what they say and do, and more about how they're giving you an opportunity to grow. All right, so we have the War and Peace card here. You really, there's both these three cards are really talking about contrasts and opposites, and this one is a clash between your logical mind and your heart space. So your heart is pulling you in one direction at the moment, Gemini, while your mind is pulling you in another direction. So you're experiencing this inner conflict at the moment. So it can feel a little bit stressful, that feeling, and the way to overcome it is to embrace both, to lovingly embrace both the heart and the mind, and know that they're both there to serve you in some way. Your heart is saying, trust what your heart is saying, yet you need to also apply the logic and the objectivity and the rationality that your mind can help you with. You know, making sure that you pay attention to what is common sense. So inner peace will come for you when you embrace both these energies, Gemini. If we only ever do what feels right in our heart, we will we will make sure that we fulfill our dreams. We will move towards our dreams. But we also need to balance that with being rational about our decisions. So both aspects of ourself are really important. And that's how we create harmony in our life, to achieve our outcomes in life. So this is very much a growing journey. Understanding the contrasts, the conflicts, they're there to support you, grow you, not diminish you. Focus on your healing at the moment. Trust in the situations that are occurring as being an opportunity for you to choose your pathway. And you always have that choice. Get the fire in your belly. Feel passionate about what it is that you're doing. You have beautiful connection. Children and family are in the mix definitely, for better and worse, to help you connect, to help you heal. Stay determined. Keep moving forward. Remember that you're here for a purpose. And this is your time to be able to spread your wings. So stay focused on that journey. I'm going to pull one more card, which is the Flower Therapy deck, to just finish off the reading for you, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Actually, I feel guided to do something else as well. You are lovable. Love who you are as you are, created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. Yeah, this reading really has been a lot about self-love. Loving who you are and loving the journey that you're on. I think I'm going to leave it at that. It's a beautiful way to finish the reading. You are lovable. Gemini, I'm wishing you well for the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. If you happen to have a birthday in this week, a very happy birthday to you. Lots of love and light. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time.